Oh, y'all still tuned in there? Yes, sir. This is your boy Harlem Smiley, man, and you are tuned in to Crips and Bloods in New York, man, the Harlem Smiley story. And I do know this is part 10. Y'all staying tuned, man. This is going to keep getting better and better, man. We at the part right now to where I just found out we were snitched on. I did my jail bid for the second one and got out. So stay tuned, man, because I think it's probably like 10 more parts to go, man. And if this your first time here, go back. If y'all want to know the story, the way it all got started, the reason why I turned Crip in the first place, go back to part 1, man. Yes, sir. It's your boy Harlem Smiley, man. This is the Harlem Smiley story. Y'all ready? Y'all still tuned in there? Let's go, man. Get up off that couch, man. You can't get this money if you in there on the couch sleep. Let's go, man. Dirt game, we rolling, man. 9th Street. Yikes. The side block, man. It's Curry Low, nigga.
You are now tuned into Bossman Tough Beats.
I'm just a Brooklyn Crip from a Harlem set. Show some respect. If not, cuz, put it in check. I'm up next. This is your boy Harlem Smiley, man, and you are tuned into the Harlem Smiley story. Part 10. We are on part 10. And if you been here, man, and you watch from the beginning, you already know, man. Just keep going and going, man. There's nothing fabricated about this story, man. Everything is authentic. Everything is from the heart. No pens, no papers. Just my blunt, my lighter, and y'all, man. So thank y'all for tuning in. I appreciate y'all, man. And as we approach 10,000 subscribers, I just want to thank y'all, man, everybody for tuning in, man, because I know we getting there quick. We moving quick, but I felt like this story was necessary. I feel like it needed to be out there because there's a lot of people just, you know, doing shady stuff in the street. No more loyalty out here in the game no more. A lot of people wonder, all it's about nowadays is just, where you from? Who's your big homie? And then that's it. And then you pretty much certify in the streets. When I come from, when it was hard to be a Crip, it wasn't just about that. You knowing your codes and what set you was from. That was just, it wasn't like that. You had to know all your codes, which nobody's using no more. You had to pretty much, for the most part, know your set on top of who was your big homie, on top of out there putting in that work. It's just a different ball game now, man. So nowadays, I feel like it's obligated to let people know how it was back in the 90s, man, because it's a whole new ball game now. Everybody glorifying it. Everybody think it's cool just to run around, grab flags, talking about you Crip. It's not. Telling you, back in the day, it was not like that, man. So we're going to get into it. Now I'm sitting here on 5 years probation now. I done went from not being locked up to being locked up for snitched on for the first time for a robbery. Now this time is another robbery. And now it's just jail time with increased probation. So you see the chain reaction. Every time I'm getting locked up, especially for the same thing, the time is just getting more and it's just getting harder and harder. So at this time, I'm not sitting there thinking like, hey, why don't you just stop robbing people? Why don't you just chill? Just go get a job because you got skills. You got a good head on your shoulders. Why don't you just take time to go get a job? Nah, young, dumb, stupid. Nah, it's not me. It's this place. I hate Bellport. All of the gas stations. All the stores. All the people out here snitching. They don't got sidewalks. All they sidewalks is dirt and grass. Yeah, you can pull on the wrong side of the street. It's just like down south. What is going? It's not me. It's this place. They out here snitching in these streets. It wasn't Bellport, though. It was the dumb choices I was making. But at this point in time, young man, 18 years old. See what I'm saying? Now, this year coming up, I'm about to be 19 because obviously I got 6 months in jail. Out of the 6 months, I had to do 4 months. And this was right after This was right after Halloween time. So you already know. Thanksgiving, jail. Christmas, jail. New Year's, jail. I think I made it out right before Valentine's Day. See what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right, let me finish up this college thing. Get out. Do another. Just make it for the enrollment for the half a year Suffolk. Busting out Suffolk. I'm chilling with Keevy and them for the most part. We just chilling out. Nobody doing nothing. We not out there really like selling no drugs. We not out there doing nothing. We done had job KFC. Messed that up. And this is why I was tight at Omar, because we've been through situations like this and you still going to snitch on us? We going to do a little rewind, recap. I remember before all this happened, me, him, and Keevy was working at KFC. So KFC at the end of the night, they don't never throw their chicken out. So what we used to do was we had the little game plan. Keevy used to work drive-through. Omar used to cook the chicken. I was in front on the register. So what Omar used to do towards the end of the night, because we would all be the closers. Till Omar, like, we close at 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock, throw mad chicken down. Ain't nobody coming in the last hour. So whatever left over, we bringing that to the house for the team. We good. We got mad popcorn chicken. We got chicken fingers. Anybody want a regular chicken? We good. You come up there. You wanted something, I could hook you up register-wise. You go through drive-through-wise. We knew you. Keevy could hook you up drive-through-wise. Chicken in the back. Omar, as far as making it for us to take home, we had it on lock. So one day, it wasn't payday. We was broke. The manager was slipping. Left the safe open. But what was crazy was, it was like, the safe was a small, short safe. And it was below the register, under the bottom of the register. The office is right here. The register is right here. There's a small wall, probably maybe about, I say like 2 feet wide, that separates the office from the registers and stuff. So obviously there has to be some kind of wall in between there. It's a camera pointed to the register. Obviously, all the register got camera pointed to it. The manager's in the office. I'm sweeping. So I see the door open. I can't get to the money inside of the actual safe, but there's money on the door in the safe, and the door is swung open. So I go to the side, shimmy down that shit like Santa Claus do the chimney. Shimmy. Make sure I don't get seen by the camera. And whatever bills I reach for, I came back up, slid back up slow, put the bill in my pocket, went back the opposite way sweeping from the camera. I did it so slick, they didn't even see me. The manager didn't see me, of course. Keevy and Omar them didn't even see me. Went back to the house. All day we was talking about, I was like, damn, how we gonna get some weed tonight? What's going down tonight? We can't get nothing tonight. Damn, I got a tan on. I gotta stop. Yo, this California sun. Yeah, see, I got tan on the side of my face. Yeah, anyway, that's from when you driving, man. I gotta stop wearing sunglasses. Anyway, they ain't even know. We like, damn, how we gonna get some when we get home? Got home, it was a whole thing of 20s. Mad 20s. I forgot how much it was. Wasn't nothing crazy. A few $100s, probably like $5, $6. Good. We all got work, but at that time it was me, Omar, Keevy, the manager. But the manager was the assistant manager. He wasn't even no real manager to where they'll be like, oh, he's trustworthy enough. He won't do nothing to us. Nah, not this dude. And then you had the 2 dishwashers that was in there. So we went in the next day. They had a little meeting. Just so happened that 5 out of the 6 people who was working there that night was there again. This time the general manager was there too. Yada yada. Somebody stole money out the safe. We about to go through the camera. Unless anybody want to come forward. Admit it was them. Yada yada yada. Where I'm from, you got to catch me Sorry, I'm not admitting nothing. What? They came out of that office 15 minutes later, and first person they pulled in there was Omar. I said, oh no. Did they see this man? I'm like, I know he didn't. But why would they be calling? I'm like, damn, did he do some sneaky stuff? And we ain't? Nah, that wasn't the case. They just wanted to ask him. Then they pulled the Spanish man in there. Then they pulled me in there. Then they were just pulling everybody in there, asking people different questions. Because the only thing they seen was a kneecap. But we all got the same color pants on. The only thing they seen was a kneecap. Yo, I want to laugh so bad, they just seen a kneecap across the what's name. Imagine seeing a little kneecap just doing this. That's a kneecap. That's a kneecap. Yo, that was crazy, son. Yo, you know what I'm saying? He ain't snitch. So I'm like, damn, this nigga's young, snitch, crazy. So boom, I go to Suffolk. I get a couple of credits. So now it's like summertime come up. I'm like, one thing's a super fact. I'm not hanging out here for the summertime. I gotta get up out of here, son. I can't do it. So at this time, I'm like, I need to be around some love. I need to be around some family. I'm saying I'm going to Brooklyn. I'm going back to Brownsville. Nah, that's not the rules, but you know what it is. Yo, I said, I'm going back to Brooklyn with the team. Because now it's like all my little cousins, they're a little older. And when I say little cousins, I got cousins that's like a year younger than me, 2 years younger than me. I got a super big family. It's a lot of them out there. So when I'm in Brooklyn, especially it's summertime too, everybody now, it's like we 18, we 19, it's some 17. You know, everybody graduated. We not in school no more. We out there, we smoking weed. We drinking liquor. See what I'm saying? We gambling. You know, stuff like that. I'm saying we run around different girls. We driving cars. It's just a whole new ball game now. So when I get out there, it's just like, when I get back to Brooklyn, it's just like, you know, in the summertime, it's like we gang banging. See what I'm saying? We chilling. See what I'm saying? We selling. Some people selling drugs. What it is. So I'm like, all right, I'm not about to be out here. I don't do dirt in Brooklyn. See what I'm saying? I'm not running around out here robbing nobody in Brooklyn, none of that. When I was younger, we used to get people. We used to go to different boroughs to do that. Queens, Manhattan. Until I started chilling in Manhattan, then we stopped doing that as far as me. But when I'm in Brooklyn, I really don't do dirt in Brooklyn. You see what I'm saying? You never really want to, where you eat. It's simple. See what I'm saying? So, got to go other routes. So, boom. I go to Brownsville. Down in where I'm at in Brownsville, my family, well, for the most part, the block we hang on off Atlantic is all up the hill Brownsville. Now I go down the hill Brownsville. All the Jamaicans at down there, but they got the good chocolate weed down there. Up the hill, everybody up there got mad green and all that. It's green flowing around. At this time, remember, we in the early 2000s. It's not too much. Everybody's running around not smoking exotic. Everybody's smoking regular for the most part. If you got exotic, it's at the time to where if you have enough money when you on Friday you gambling or something like that, you want to go buy some haze or some dro, you do that. But it was no everyday haze and dro smokers out there like that. It was a couple. You out there getting real money. But other than that though, it was like you had like good skunk. You had Arizona was going around crazy. In New York now, and then you had chocolate, but it was different chocolates. I had them little Tyson bricks. Everybody already know, if you from out there, you know about the little Tyson bricks. It was chocolate, but it was compressed. So it was little bricks. When you see it, you grab a nick bag of that. You be like, yo, what is this? What is this? And then you roll it up, you be like, okay, I mess with this Tyson. All chocolate is just overburnt green weed. That's all it is. So for the most part, I'm like, yo, I got to do something different. Everybody up here got green. I'm going down here. We're going to go grab some Tyson. So now it's like, now I'm on the block. Rest in peace to my cousin Keena. My cousin Keena was the first one to help me actually get this Tyson off. My cousin Keena knew everybody up the hill. Everybody up the hill. So my cousin Keena, the first day I got that, was the first one to help me spread the word. And what? A lot of people were skeptical because like a lot of people, they wanted the big bag, especially when you only spending $5. You want the big bag. You got the idiots out there trying to roll 2 out of the big bags. You know what it is. But nah, Tyson, you're not doing that. But that one you roll up, it might only get you like a backwood, might get you like a small Dutch, but it's hitting like a champion. That's what I had to break down to people. So I'm like, all right, I'm getting it off. But it's only to the real smokers, people who understand it. There's other people that, I'm like, I got that. You know what I'm saying? They're like, all right, let me see what you got. I got that Tyson. They know about the Tyson, but they seen the bag like, bag's kind of some more. I'm like, yo, just take it. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about the quantity. It's the quality. I'm trying to break it down to you. So it took a little longer for me to get those off. But at the end of the day, it was like it was getting off slowly, but it was still getting off. But it's like, you know, I got little cousins. They out there. I'm saying it's different ones do different stuff. My cousin Corey, I'm saying he, my older cousin, but you know, he was in his pimp game back in the day. Not like suits with the hat. You see what I'm saying? When you could be a pimp in Brooklyn just looking regular. You got girls that's out there that just don't care and they just want to get money and just bring it back to you. It is what it is. You call yourself a pimp. And he was putting a lot of my other little cousins on to that. We had cousins that stole cars. We had cousins that stole that sold drugs. We had cousins that was pimps. We had cousins that's on a straight and narrow path. Some of them gangbangs, some of them didn't. We had it all, but it's just like in our generation of cousins, the older ones was the ones that was out there. They wasn't really gangbanging. They wasn't really out there stealing cars. They was out there just mainly just selling drugs, bad heavy. Those are the ones we looked up to. It was one time my pops had the cherry red Lex 4-door. My cousin Ronald had the 2-door baby blue Lexus. All of them had rims on it, systems in it. My cousin Micey had the dark blue 4-door one that had the lights in it, rims on it. It was like 5 of my cousins. They all had Lexuses. And they used to all travel everywhere. Then in one year, they all did it with the bikes. That's what we looked up to when we was the younger ones. We looked up to. That was our older cousins doing it. The girls was always about their business, going to work every day, getting their money, make sure their nails was done, make sure they had on gold all the time. That's what we looked up to. So us, we like, nah, we can't be running around here broke. We gonna get this money regardless. We know we can go out and just rob people all the time, but we trying to take it to a whole nother level. So as I'm sitting there getting this Tyson off, I'm living in my Aunt Gail house on a couch. It's cool though, because you know, my grandmom's got a 3-story brownstone. She on the first floor, my Aunt Gail on the 3rd floor. Then on the 2nd floor was like whoever was living there at that particular time was living there. And I think my Aunt Wanda might have had one room at that time. She might have had one room on, no, actually my Aunt Wanda was living in Bushwick. Or she might have been, yeah, she might have been living off of 4th. She was living somewhere. But then in the back room, you know, that room is passed around to different people. My cousin Keena was probably in there in that back room for the most part. Oh no, I know who was in that other. Then my cousin Smalls was in that other room. So, you know, for the most part, it's like we had a whole 3-family place. So it was always just nothing but laughter for my cousin Smalls. It's one of the funniest dudes I met in my life. See what I'm saying? We be out there jokes all day. It was good. But money-wise, selling this Tyson, selling these bricks, it was good, but it just wasn't enough. So now I'm sitting there thinking like, yo, I need to do something a little different. It's getting off, but it's very slow. It's enough to toss my aunt or something, a little something. Go grab some food, yada, yada. I'm like, nah, we got to turn it up a little bit. I'm like, I need to tap into the other competition, but I can't just have what they have. So I'm like, I gotta find some green, but I gotta find the best green that's out here. I might pay a little extra for it, but it is what it is. I didn't go to probation on Tuesday. I'm locked up in the cell. Told them niggas a whole nother name, license tucked between my nuts. What am I supposed to do here? What am I supposed to do here? I'm just a Brooklyn Crip from a Harlem set. Show some respect. If not, cuz, put it in check. I'm up next. This is your boy Harlem Smiley, man. You have been tuned in to Dirt Gang TV, man. The Harlem Smiley story part 10. And I do apologize saying the last one was part 10, but this one's definitely part 10. And if you like the content, man, you know what it is, man. Hit the notification bell. Subscribe to the channel. Let's go, y'all. Let's get these subscriptions up, man. Subscribe to the channel. And if you like the content, man, you know what it is, man. Hit the thumb. Turn it from white to blue. And if not one, put up two, man. Dirt Gang, you know what it is, man. Rolling, man. 9th Street. I know what y'all thinking. I know what y'all thinking. Part 10 is super short. Why is part 10 so short? Nah, I promise. Part 10 is just split up between two different parts. So part 10 is going to have side A, and part 10 is going to also have side B. Yo, listen. Yup. Just like how the old cassette tapes used to have. So y'all been tuned into part A, but don't worry. Just part B coming out right behind it. Y'all ready? Y'all tuned in? Let's go, man. Dirt Gang, 9th Street.